I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. We may have a few people trickling in over the next few minutes as we get started, but I do want to welcome everybody to our very first Inspire Me seminar series within the Mechanical Engineering Department. We're also going to include a lot of variety so that a lot of other people can come. So I want to do a couple real quick things, and then we'll get started with our first presentation today. So just real quickly, we're going to almost always have these presentations on Fridays at noon. Almost. There might be a few little outliers here and there, so make sure you read the flyers. That's number one rule. And it'll almost always be in MEC 106, except for a couple little outliers in there. Particularly next week, we'll have one in a different room. So make sure you read the flyers. That's again, pretty good rule. We'll also be passing around an attendance sheet. And I'll start that here in a second. So put your name and your affiliation, what department you're coming from, or if you're not even in a department, wherever that is, go ahead and fill that out. We just like to know who's coming, where you're coming from. And sort of the reason for this seminar, one of the things we really want to see is it's building a community of practice in engineering. And talking about engineering, listening to people talk about engineering, thinking about engineering, more than just in your classes. Feel free to ask questions and discuss too. This is about a community of practice. We're building an engineering community of practice. You sit in your classes. Now we're going to talk about real things that are happening in various projects, and also people from industry coming in. So that's kind of the forum that we're trying to build here. Over the semester and ongoing into next semester and next year, I'm going to see we're going to be bringing in BSU faculty for talking about research projects that they're doing, graduate students that are doing research, potentially undergrads as well. Didn't put that up there. We're also going to be bringing in people from external, either other universities, as well as maybe industry talks, things like that. And so those are going to be topics at later dates. And then also professional development talks. We're going to have some people talking about resumes, job searches, and things like that. So there are internships, for instance, that will be coming up here in a couple of weeks. So make sure you come for those discussions as well. So our next week's seminar speaker, I just wanted to go ahead and plug that right quick. It won't be in this room. It will be in ENGR 110. We're going to have Dan Isla, who's a graduate of electrical engineering, come in. He now works at JPL, and he's going to talk about some of the new work that he's doing in interplanetary research, robotics research. So I really think that's going to be an exciting talk. We're combining it with ECE and CompSci. And we're going to have it in that big room up front in the atrium area. So make sure that you come to that one as well. So anyway, I hope to see you next week. And without further ado, I do want to turn it over to our microgravity team, who was extremely successful in their work this summer down at Johnson Space Center. So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. But welcome the microgravity team.